You ready? Today is the day that the FC is finally going to start to look like it makes sense. Instead of look like this, I don't know, adolescent middle schooler with tiny legs. Today is the day we're going to get tires and wheels on this thing, and maybe even possibly mock up a bedside where we're going to be able to finally kind of start to see like what this is actually going to look like.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I was off in Vegas with a blown motor supposedly in my Tundra, if you haven't seen that, watch the last video. Zeph was hard at work in the shop.
Okay, so first I re-geared the axles and went through all those, painted them. And then I actually did some major work here. These shocks were inboard of the frame and they mounted real narrow on the axle. And so that would have caused it to be pretty unstable. And with our tall cab, we really didn't want that. I made these plates, boxed the frame, and got my shock exactly how I want it now. So it should handle really nice.
You even said you're gonna frame this out even more for stiffness, right? You're
Yeah.
gonna put like a crossbar from here to there.
And Boss Man wants a rear suck down winch, so we're probably gonna have to put that in here.
It's because I get scared on the steep downhills. Can you imagine going on a steep downhill with this cab? Definitely want a rear suck down winch. It's gonna be sweet.
So speaking of the cab, started bar work. So I started to kind of frame in this front end because it's kind of weird. It's hard to build around. But, you know, we're going to have a hidden winch in here, fair lead here, nice, tight, clean bumper. That's very rough.
This is very unfinished.
Yeah, so then
Roll cages and things like that.
none of this stuff is done, but it's just figured out. So I made all of the sheet metal for the cab pretty much. You know, mounting heater core, getting a steering column, brake pedals, roll cage.
The brake thing that you did was rad because you found I don't even want, it's not a cantilever, it
is a cantilever.
It is a cantilever?
Technically, yeah. So the brake booster is mounted sideways in this car.
Yeah, because it has to go off to the side. There's not enough room for it to go forward. So yeah, this little whole mechanism was pretty fun, but it works great. Oh, by the way, did you guys notice this? For when I finally do wreck this thing, he's getting all the roll cage in and getting all that figured out. So it's gonna have an internal roll cage, which I love because then we don't like mess up the style of the old cab. We can kind of keep it true to looking how it's supposed to look.
If you come over here, I've started to design the bed for this, and these are the bed sides. So this is, you know, where your giant 42, 43 inch tire is gonna go. And it's going to start to frame out the bed to make it look kind of like OEM Plus, I would call it, because it's the same basic styling, but it's just going to be better in every way.
First thing up is tires. These tires are actually for the Lada build. So the Lada Niva has 42-inch red label BFGs. I think stickies are actually going to make sense on this thing too, because this thing's going to be very much dedicated rock crawler as well.
Yep.
But we don't know tire size yet. So these are 42, 14 and a halves. We've been considering going like a 43, like 15 and a half.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get these mounted up. We're gonna look at how it looks. I'm curious, what tires do you guys think should go on this? Like, what tires will make sense by the time that this is done? Right, Zeph, mounting tires, this is a favorite part of your job?
You know, if it's only a couple, it's not bad, but when it gets redundant, not that fun.
We mount way too many tires here.
Quite a few.
Use the goo. We aren't gonna be actually going on a trail with this for months, so the goo will have plenty of time to dry. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about a bead falling off either, because we got bead grip. Yeah, see, these are big, and they've got, that's the bead grip down there, and that's it up there, and then these two pieces are also bigger than normal to hold the wheel on. Oh, and you need a valve stem.
What do you guys think of these polished? I mean, I like this a lot. I think this all polished looks freaking awesome.
I've never run polished wheels, mostly because I've always bought the wheels that were, whatever ones were on discount. So the discount wheels are always like some random color. What do you guys think? I think they have these in polished and then they have them in matte black. For this truck, I like the polished. One quick note, the rings on the outside, these aren't aren't bead locks. They just have a removable ring, which is great. If you guys rock crawl, those outer rings always get all smashed up anyway. So they're removable. You can change them out if they get too destroyed. They do protect your tire a little bit because they kind of bump out. So what happens when you got to mount, what, 100 and something pound tire? Ooh, skills. This guy's got it done.
That's the nice thing about bead grips is just mount them like a normal tire. Jeez, these things are heavy.
Yeah. You know, I'd be helping you if I wasn't having to film. Camera duties are calling. It's part of my backsaver plan. Backsaver and soft hands club.
Yep.
I've never run 20s on a rock crawler before. But with the red labels, that's the size that they come in anyway.
Have you ever had 20s on anything?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think so. When you compare a 20 versus a 17, it's interesting. You definitely have more sidewall with the 17. It's almost like a optical illusion sometimes when you try to compare the actual difference in sidewall. So check this out. I'm gonna go grab one of those rings. So this is how the rings come. They come in a box, separate. Come wrapped very well so they don't get damaged. This is a blue one. We're running the reds, but I wanted to pull one of these out so you guys could at least get a look at it. If they keep making these and people keep buying these, I could see these coming in a lot of colors. We were just saying we'd love it if they'd make it in like a green color, like almost like a army green color.
That'd be cool. Olive drab.
Like an olive drab or something like that. I feel like would go good with older cars that have like patina on them. You know what I mean?
Especially if you got the matte black wheel with the olive drab ring.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool.
By the way, this part of opening this, they do a really good job of protecting these, but it's not the easiest to open. Okay, there you go. Pretty, that is a very bright blue. The red labels from BFG have been coming in 20s for a long time. So check this out. I want to show you the difference in size. All right, so right here, this is 42, 13.5 R17 Nitto. So that's a 17-inch wheel. This is the size. That's the size of the 20.
Pretty interesting. Honestly.
It's like quite literally almost exactly just a ring bigger. So that's the amount of sidewall you're actually losing. But yeah, when you look at it that way, it doesn't really feel like you lose a whole lot of sidewall. I mean, a 20 on a 42 obviously is going to be really similar to people running like a 17 on a 37, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so that's that. This is what it looks like with the red. The blue, obviously, somehow I feel like the blue is even flashier than the red.
It's pretty flashy.
That's what it looks like with no ring on it. Or you can put the aftermarket polished ring that would look really similar to that, but it would also give you extra protection around the outside of the wheel. That looks pretty nuts, actually. It's basically gonna suddenly morph into actually looking like an off-road truck, because that looks pretty cool. Let's get them mounted up. Well, it'll stop eventually, right? Oh! That is such a big tire. It's finally realizing its potential. This looks ridiculous. It just looks like it went from being weird adolescent car to grown-up monster truck.
Looks like it hit the gym a couple times. Dude, look at the front of this thing. The front is the coolest. This is the coolest looking front end I've ever seen. There's so much open space because of the cab forward and how high we have the bumper.
I feel dumb doing this, but you had to give people a grasp of the size.
Yeah.
It's like you have to do like
all the positions.
Like the normal things.
Yep.
For people to even like understand. You're like, yes, getting in this thing, you kind of have to be like a climber to get in. It's got plenty of room. Okay, so the question, for the method wheels at least, do you guys like the red ring? You like it better all chrome? Or would you be going like full, for some reason the blue just makes me think of like Superman.
Yeah, me too.
It looks like a Superman ring.
What if you had these rings the same orange color as the knuckles and like a couple other things?
Yeah, if you could match the reed knuckles and have the orange there, because we're gonna patina this. We're gonna sand this stuff down and clear coat it. So if we just had a little bit of orange flare, I'm gonna call it, down below on drivetrain components and then an orange ring, I think it'd look pretty cool. My hunch is Method's gonna watch how these things sell and see if people really are into personalizing their wheel. And if they get a good response, I'm gonna bet more colors will come eventually. Also, this is a 42, 14.5. Do you guys think it's big enough? We can go to the front. Or do you guys think we need to get bigger tires on here? Like a 43, 15.5, or even bigger than that? I think we're gonna start flexing it out and we'll start figuring out travel numbers and like what we can actually stuff. What do you think, Zeph?
I think we can stuff whatever we want.
Yeah, I kind of think so
How
too.
much work do you want to do?
Yeah. It has enough room right now. You could definitely go bigger if you wanted to.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much room for turning and stuff in the front.
Yeah, but I don't think you can go without way too much work. I don't think you're going bigger than like a 44.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. But for the snow, when you're not like fully flexing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could run a 49 for sure.
But also for the snow, I don't even know if I'd go bigger that way. I'd probably just go wider. Just try to get the most ridiculously wide tire I could find.
Like an Icelandic 44.
Yeah, we still have some work to do on figuring out tires and wheels, but this is gonna give us what we need to be able to start working on finishing the suspension, cycling everything. We even have, these are, the shocks that are on here are literally just our placeholders for building so we don't mess up the nice ones. So at some point we'll have to put the nice ones on and test those out. Getting out.
The windshield is above my head.
Yeah.
Legitimately. The start of the windshield is over my head.
We might need a forward-facing camera just to not run over small children.
It'd be awesome to have one right here.
I guess next up is the bed. Let's see what this bed looks like. This looks heavy, but for the entire bedside for the whole truck, this is like so bad.
Yeah, so probably something around there, honestly.
Yeah. This side angle where you can start to see the actual bed on the truck, that right there, total game changer. Now it just doesn't look like it's just a big toothpick sticking out the back with a tire on it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard not to be excited about this. We probably just don't actually have enough metal here to make the full two bedsides right now. This is like the most used tool in the whole shop now, this Crossfire. If you look at this thing was like brand new. We just put it together and you can just see it's like, yeah, you can just see all the cuts. This thing's just getting used to death right now. How tall are you? Right here. Well, Might have to get a bigger tire.
Well, they are supposed to be this tall.
It's like as tall as the top of your head.
Yeah.
So like this tall? Or taller?
It needs to be up at least to...
Up at least to there. Zeph, I'm gonna need you to get on this. Up to at least to here, okay?
That's the big tire.
Well, let us know what you guys think about the tires. We're gonna go to work on this, and we'll get another update out on the, what are we calling this? The Jeep FC build, I guess. The FC monster truck. We'll get another update out on this as soon as we can. Hopefully, we can be driving this by the fall. We want to do a trip to Moab, I think in October. And hopefully this is going with us on a trailer.
Straight into snow.
Yeah, and then straight into snow. Like, it'd be awesome.